Good afternoon, friends. Today we will talk about the most relevant events in the world. In our program, after drone attack on Kremlin, Russia has no choice but to eliminate Zelensky. Sofia says no information yet on Bulgarian citizen detained in Crimea. Russian air defenses engage targets in Crimea's southeast. Missile strike on Ukrainian training site kills dozens of troops. And so let's get started. Several dozen Ukrainian troops were killed or wounded in a Russian missile strike on a training site in the Kiev-controlled city of Zaporizhzhia. Chairman of the We Stand with Russia movement Vladimir Rogov told HAS on Wednesday. Russian forces conducted a strike on an open-cast mine near the Makraya Moskovka River in the Shevchenkovsky district of the city of Zaporizhzhia, where Ukrainian army militants were undergoing combat coordination overseen by foreign instructors. A missile struck the site during a training session. It's hard for me to assess the militants' losses, but it's about dozens of troops. Ambulances kept arriving. The strike took place yesterday, he noted. Rogov told TASS on Monday that 3 Ukrainian brigades deployed to the Zaporizhzhia area were facing supply issues after a Russian strike on ammunition and fuel depots in the city of Pavlodar in the Dnipropetrovsk region. According to the politician, the Ukrainian Army Command was relocating the 46th Air Assault Brigade, the 116th and the 118th Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces to the Zaporizhzhia region to reinforce the 12,000 troops already stationed along the line of contact near Guliapol and Orkhov. Rogov believes that if ordered to advance along that part of the front line, Ukrainian troops will seek to avoid fighting in cities due to their lack of strength and will instead try to break through to the Sea of Azov east of Mariupol in order to cut off a land corridor to Crimea. Kiev's drone attack on the Kremlin has left Russia with no options other than the physical elimination of Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky and his clique. The deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, Dmitry Medvedev, said on his Telegram channel on Wednesday. In a comment on Kiev's actions, Medvedev wrote, "After today's terrorist attack, there are no options left other than the physical elimination of Zelensky and his clique." Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, according to Medvedev, is not even needed for signing an instrument of unconditional surrender. Hitler, as is known, did not sign it either. There will always be some substitute, Medvedev wrote. Earlier, the Russian leader's press service said that Kiev had attempted to use drones to attack the Kremlin residence of the Russian president last night. 2 drones were targeted at the Kremlin. The Russian military and special services promptly put them out of order. Putin was not harmed and kept working in accordance with his usual schedule. The Kremlin sees this as a planned terrorist attack and an attempt on the Russian president. Russia reserves the right to retaliate at the right moment and the way it finds appropriate. Air defense systems were at work in the southeast of Crimea, with no damage or injuries reported, Crimea's head Sergei Aksionov wrote on his Telegram channel on Wednesday. In the southeast of Crimea, the air defense forces successfully engaged targets. There is no damage or injuries. I request all to keep calm and trust only verified sources of information, he said. Meanwhile, Oleg Kryukov, advisor to the Crimean head, said on his Telegram channel earlier on Wednesday that Russian air defense systems had shot down 2 Ukrainian attack drones over Crimea. Crimean head Aksionov told TASS in December that Ukrainian drones remained a threat to the region. Over the past few months, Kiev has attempted several times to attack Crimean civilian infrastructure with drones. The latest attack occurred on May 1 when 1 Ukrainian drone was shot down in Crimea's west and the second UAV was downed as it approached the Sevastopol Bay. The Foreign Ministry of Bulgaria has no information on the Bulgarian national, detained in Russia over suspicions of preparing a terror attack in Crimea, the ministry said Wednesday.